Hello everyone, it's Kari from sunshineinmypocket.com. I'm here back with you again to share a fall project today using this fall mandala stencil. It is so beautiful. Sometimes all you really need to make a project pop is a beautiful stencil and some really great colors. Today I'm using some Distress Oxide colors, just in some fall colors. I'm starting off with Fossilized Amber, and then I'm moving on to some dried marigold. I also have spiced marmalade, and the last color here is crackling campfire. I love these colors for fall, and I'm using these and blending them right into each other. So I'll start blending those together, and then I'll go back through all of them again just to make sure I get a really nice blend between those colors. I'm using this orange on most of the rest of it here, but then I'll come in with a little of that crackling campfire, and that's really going to make it pop. It's a very bright and darker orange, which I think is gorgeous. It reminds me a little of a candy corn as well here. And that's kind of the look I'm going for with these fall colors. See how I'm blending them back through again? It's going to give us a really beautiful look when I peel off that stencil, and look at this. It's so pretty. I love this fall mandala stencil. We'll take a look. There we go. So now to go on top of that fall mandala, I have this smaller stamp set from Missing Stamps, and it's called Have a Heart. And it's a heart that looks like it came out of a middle slice of a tree here. So it's so pretty. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to stamp right directly onto this panel. And eventually, as I'm drying this, I'm thinking about it, I decide to stamp it off on a separate sheet of paper or cardstock. I'm using my Neenah Solar White 80-pound paper here. I'm stamping it down with a dark brown ink. This is a Memento Rich Cocoa ink, and I wanted that dark brown because it is kind of a fall color as well, and it'll go really nicely with those Oxide inks. Now I used some clear embossing powder on this so that the ink wouldn't smear when I was giving it some color with some ink and Copic markers. And you can see I'm starting out here by coloring it up very quickly with some antique linen distress ink. So this is ink and not the Oxide. And the only reason I went with the distress ink here is because I don't have antique linen in the Oxides. So I love the ink though. It's going to look great with the creamy background. And now I'm going to do a little more work on this, but first I need to cut it out. And this way, when I cut it out, I can give some darker ink colors around the edges. But this wasn't even dark enough for me as I was inking that on. So I decided to go with a darker brown color, and I'm going to pull out the Vintage Photo here. And this is also distress ink because since I started with the distress ink, I'm going to keep on with it here and ink it up a little darker around the edges for that bark. So look at that. That's starting to look beautiful, but it still wasn't quite dark enough. So I'm going in with some Copic markers now, and this is going to give that edge of the bark just the right amount of darkness that we need. This is an E57, so it's a darker brown, and I'm just kind of coloring along the spots that I think would be the darkest, kind of near the center, and I'm just going all around the perimeter of that wooden heart. I really love this stamp. I also think it would be beautiful colored up in a bunch of different colors, which I haven't tried yet because I've always kept it looking like a slice of wood for some reason, but I don't know, one day I think I might try all the colors. So I'm blending that E57 out with an E55 marker, and you can see I'm just kind of taking my time and also going in a little on those fissures there in the center of the heart. So that's going to also give it some more drama and some interest. So I just finished that up here, and now I'm going to take a look, and yeah, look how that pops right off the background. For my sentiment, I'm going to use this stamp set here. This is also from Missing Stamps. It's from the Sunshine and Rainbows sentiment stamp set. And I'm just stamping out a sentiment that says, "Have a beautiful day." Then I'll cut that down to fit on this strip right here. And now I'm going to pop up that wooden heart right on the center of this background. Just using some foam tape here, cutting it down, and I'll put that on right over the top, right in the center. And look how pretty that looks with that background stencil. Oh my. I'm also going to pop up that sentiment right over the top with some more foam tape. I really like the dimension that it gives this card. Have a beautiful day. To finish this off, it just needed some gold pearls here. These are the metallic gold look, and I think it works out perfectly. I'm just going to add 3 to the top left and 3 to the bottom right part of this card panel. Just glue those down with a little bit of liquid adhesive, and that'll work out perfectly there. The last thing to do is to add this to the card base, and that's our card. It's so easy to make some fall cards when you have some gorgeous products like these. I'm just going to glue that right down just like this, and there you go. Now imagine this in some other beautiful fall colors. You can try switching the colors around as well, and look at that. Those gold metallic details just finish it off perfectly. I hope you enjoyed this look at our fall card made simple with some products from Miss Ink Stamps. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to see you again. I'll be back real soon with more card making inspiration. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.